They said he wasn't ready. Said the Timberwolves would fade. Said legends don't fall to kids like this. And yet, here we are. Kevin Durant, gone.
The Sun season ends.
Nikola Jokic, gone.
That's it. The Timberwolves have knocked out the defending champion Denver Nuggets.
LeBron James, gone.
Anthony Edwards, a 43-point masterpiece.
Luka Dončić, gone.
Edwards driving on the baseline.
Even Steph Curry. Well, almost. As a Warriors fan, I need to say something about that. Curry only played 13 minutes in the series. The Warriors won that game, and they were up double digits when he went out. So no, the outcome wasn't certain. But that's the thing about legend killers. They don't wait for certainty. They take the moment and make it theirs. Let's be honest. Minnesota was never supposed to be in this conversation.
And it seems like they're kind of not really gelling on any of them. Maybe this will stabilize, but between their play on the court and some of the comments in the media, starting to get worried this season is not going to go as they hoped.
The Timberwolves have spent most of their existence buried in irrelevance.
Their defense has been bad. The Rudy Gobert, Karl Towns, and Anthony Edwards have not fit well together on the court. There's just not a lot to like right now about what's going on in Minnesota.
Kevin Garnett gave them a heartbeat, won Western Conference Finals in 2004. But by the end, he was alone, fighting uphill. Kevin Love came next. Big stats, no success. 30 and 15 meant nothing when it led to 40 losses. Even Jimmy Butler, the closest thing to an alpha since KG, couldn't change the culture. He gave it a shot,
Butler spins on Wade, takes it, and makes it!
but left calling out the team's softness.
I haven't played basketball in so long, and I'm so passionate, and I love the game, and I don't do it for any other reason except for to compete and go up against the best to try to prove that I can hang. So all my emotion came out at one time.
For years, Minnesota wasn't a franchise, it was a stat farm. Until Anthony Edwards. When the Wolves took Ant with the #1 pick in 2020, nobody expected this.
With the first pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Anthony Edwards.
Sure, he was athletic, confident, explosive.
Edwards. Anthony Edwards drills from downtown.
But polished? Not yet. Disciplined? Not really. What they got, though, was a worker, a gamer, a competitor. He started slow, but every year you saw the growth. Better shot selection.
Edwards, long three, and Anthony Edwards beats the buzzer with a triple.
Smarter defense. And most importantly, a fire that didn't dim when the lights got bright.
Edwards and shoots. Timeout.
It's rare to see young stars take defense personally, but Ant, he looks excited to guard your best player. 2024 is when it got real. Nobody picked Minnesota over Phoenix. 3 future Hall of Famers in Durant, Booker, and Beal. And yet, sweet. Ant took those matchups personally, chased them around screens, contested everything.
Booker drives in, and it's blocked by Edwards.
And still gave you buckets on the other end.
For the Wolves, Edwards.
Then came Denver, the reigning champs, the best player in the world in Nikola Jokic, gone in 6.
Crowd rises to its feet. A dominant.
And now, 2025, the first round, LeBron James and Luka Doncic, 2 of the best to ever do it. Anthony Edwards didn't blink. He played both ends, took turns guarding them, out-hustled them, outplayed them in 5 games.
Minnesota is going to win this series and knock out the Lakers, the 3 seed, 4 games to 1.
Then came my Warriors. Now I have to be real with you here. Steph Curry played 13 minutes in the entire series. And in those 13 minutes, we were up 15. We won the game he played.
About the road teams here. First time in NBA history, all 4 road teams win game 1.
If Steph had been healthy, I honestly believe the Warriors take that series. But this isn't a game of what ifs.
To answer Ernie's question, if he's healthy, he can give you one of those games with 30, 40, 50, and it could change the series. So to answer your question, I think if he was healthy, they definitely could have won the series.
You play who's in front of you, and Edwards, he played. He delivered.
I'm hearing the footsteps of Anthony Edwards right now. And everybody around the league, all these old heads, they hearing it as well. Because he tucking them in one by one. Started last season with Jokic, KD, Book, Bill, and all of a sudden we see Luka, Bron, Steph, Jimmy Butler. They went home.
If you've made it this far and you're enjoying the breakdown, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. It helps more than you know, and lets me keep telling stories like this one. Now, back to the content. But let's not act like he's doing it alone. This Timberwolves team is deep. Julius Randle playing the best postseason of his career. No longer forced to be the guy, just a guy, and thriving.
Made 6 threes in that game. Sets up Rondo, who went for 31.
Rudy Gobert, mocked for years, is not only again anchoring a top defense, but he's contributing on offense.
Yeah, nice pass to Gobert. What a dime. Yeah, that was a beautiful look.
Jaden McDaniels, quiet killer.
McDaniels playing the pass.
Naz Reid, relentless energy.
Got his own, driving and throwing it down. Big fella.
Ant may be the leader, but the army behind him, they've shown up.
Got it off in time. Oh, he's cold-blooded.
This isn't like the old Wolves. This is something real.
So let's look at what they have. You got a big who rebounds and defends in Rudy Gobert. You got a whole bunch of supplementary parts who defend, led by McDaniels. To a lesser degree, Julius Randle. Ant-Man gets up in you. We can't ignore that. Mike Conley Jr. can defend. We can't ignore that. All right, and everybody that brings off the bench, Naz Reid and they show up defensively.
Here's the thing about Ant. He doesn't want to be the face of the league.
Do you consider yourself the top candidate to be the next face of the league?
No, not really.
Why?
That's what they got win before.
He said it himself. He just wants to hoop. No politics, no media games, just the game.
If there's anything I could change about the league to make it better, probably just all the guys sitting resting. That's the only thing I probably don't like. Just play, man.
But when you keep killing legends, when you keep leading playoff runs like this, you don't get a choice. They give you the crown whether you want it or not. People like to compare him to 2019 Kawhi, but that was a mercenary run.
Would you rather have Anthony Edwards or Kawhi?
I think I'd rather have Ant. His motor consistently throughout the game. Look, again, like LeBron, Kawhi picks his spots, and now he has to. Now, I think that when he picks his spots, right, it looks like he's one of the top 5 basketball players.
Or to Jimmy Butler, who ironically Ant just outplayed. Same grit, same two-way fire, only now, Jimmy looks tired, and Ant looks ready to go the distance. He's not just taking the torch, he's sprinting with it.
A lot of ups and downs, just had to stay with it. And what fueled it, I mean, we lost last year, so just, trying to take that into the summer. I didn't have too much personal workout time because I was with the USA team, but the time that I did have, I definitely had that in the back of my mind.
So, is Anthony Edwards really the legend killer? Look at the list. Durant, Jokic, LeBron, Luka, now even Curry, though with an asterisk. This isn't hype. This isn't projection. This is happening right now. As a Warriors fan, I admit it, I'm hurting. But as a basketball fan, I'm hyped. Because something is happening in Minnesota. And the rest of the league better take notice.